So this is going to be the first part in a two-part series of questions that you can ask yourself to decide if you should stay or leave after the discovery that your partner has cheated on you. So the first thing you need to ask yourself is the option to stay even on the table? Sometimes when people cheat, it's basically an exit strategy. And even if they're not being honest with you, that they really have one foot out the door, if their actions are saying that they've checked out, then you may not really have a choice. It may already be over. The other part of that too is it doesn't really matter what they say. I have a feeling at this point you don't really trust their words anyways. It's really important to pay attention to their actions. Even if they proclaim that they made a mistake and that they want to make it work with you, make sure that their actions align with those intentions. Furthermore, is your partner willing to accept responsibility for their actions? Are they willing to listen? Listen to you, maybe listen to a therapist. Are they willing to hear those hard truths and to really dig deep? Is your partner willing to accept responsibility for their actions? Are they still blaming or even worse, gaslighting? If they're using projection or distraction or blame as a way to keep the attention off of themselves, then that's a sign that they're not ready to do the hard work and that it may be best for you to leave. On the other hand, if they really are being introspective and they're willing to listen to those hard truths and to dig deep, then you just might be able to save this. Has your partner ceased the affair? And along with that, have they, on their own or with your encouragement, have they instated or reinstated some boundaries to help make sure that, especially in these early, more vulnerable weeks and months, that they don't inadvertently end up back in that space? It's very important at the beginning for them to not have contact with the affair partner. They need to really turn their attention into the marriage. Like I like to say, whatever you nurture grows. So if their attentions are still focused elsewhere, it's going to be really hard to save that marriage. Is your partner willing to address whatever underlying issues led to the affair? It's one of the hardest things with affairs is sometimes they can be a cry for help. Often people that engage in that activity, it's because they're really feeling a void within themselves, and it's not a healthy way to try to fill that, and it certainly causes a whole lot of collateral damage. But if they're willing to address some of those underlying issues, then the discovery of the affair can actually end up resulting in a happier marriage, believe it or not. So this first part is really about what your partner is doing or is not doing and how that can impact your decision whether you should give this relationship a chance or call it quits. The next part's going to focus on you and what questions you need to ask yourself.